I'm so excited to launch my brand new book, Astrology Realized, Your Journey to Understanding Astrology. Buy it now on Amazon.com. Hello, Fabulous Leo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2013. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an exciting month for you. It's about connecting to a dream, connecting to a bigger vision, and also getting the right perspective. It does look like, especially as you're ending last month, and I look at the energy that's with you in the month of May, has very much to do with doing what you have to do. Thinking about where it is that you can be most effective to have the sort of career advancement that you want or progress that you want. And some Leos out there really experience some wonderful turnarounds, which is really very nice. Now what starts to happen this month is a couple of things. One is some of the fun starts to come back, which is really great. But also, and especially in the beginning of the month, it does look like friendships, some of them from the past that seem to come up again for you, and people showing up to remind you that, you're actually not done. You actually still have a lot of dreams to accomplish, and that there's new dreams, and that your life is moving forward towards something a little bit more idealistic than you have really acknowledged in quite a while. And so while on one hand it doesn't look terribly exciting, right? Friends show up and that's all very nice and good, and they leave you with very good feelings about yourself and your life, and feeling a sense of camaraderie, which is really nice as well. Really cherish that, and that energy is going to be with you during the first part of the month, and that energy is actually really important because it's not going to last. Nothing ever does, right? Everything is cycles, as the sky teaches us. And for you, once we get you to the end of the month, I am seeing your attention is brought back to the day. Your attention is brought back to work and workplace and the work situation. And there are going to be some changes. Some of them it seems that you really like, and others leave you with a little bit more questions about where it is that you're going and what it is that is going to be happening for you. And I would say don't worry about it. Don't make any waves. Just go along for the ride and you will be fine. It does look like there are people behind the scenes who are speaking kindly of you, who are working overtime to make sure that you are good and that you are safe and you are protected. And so you can trust that that energy is there for you. And you can also trust that it's okay to actually take your mind off of some of the more intense energies of success and survival that may have been there over the last few weeks. In doing that and actually connecting to something that resembles purpose and something that resembles fulfillment for you, and especially with the help of friends, and especially with the help of friends whom you haven't seen in a long time, with whom maybe you had these connections before, maybe you had these types of conversations with long time ago, way before, and they come up again, and you're able to really talk about these things much more honestly and openly than you have in quite a while. And in doing that, you're able to approach your goals and what it is that needs to happen and what it is that you need to do with a lot more lightheartedness. The other thing that I do want to say that's sort of coming up for me to share with you, and it has to do with the workplace. There are going to be workplace changes, as I said. And as I said, trust, go along for the ride. It does look like women are going to be playing a big part of these shifts that take place. And there is, what I'm seeing, at least one conversation with a woman that is actually very much needed and actually a little bit overdue as well. It looks like it's difficult for you to approach, whether it's that person who approaches you or whether it's you that approaches her. It does look like there are some tensions. There is some of you having to look at yourself and confront maybe some of your fears, but the end result is actually really good. And so whatever tensions, if you should find yourself in a situation like this, if there are any sort of tensions, approach them with honesty and with humility, and you'll find that you grow tremendously as a result. And that alliance is actually made more honest and strengthened in its own way because you had the courage to approach it. The other thing I do want to leave you with is this understanding of, and I'm very big on talking about this idea of self-love, right? And how self-love isn't something that you just talk about or you just meditate on, but it's actually something that you demonstrate to yourself every day in the way that you speak to yourself and the way that you treat yourself. One of the ways has to do with health habits, right? The little things we do every day, they affirm that we believe we're valuable. But then, of course, as I said, there's other things like mental patterns as well, and the people we associate with. All of this is going to be a topic that comes up for you as well towards the end of the month. And there is going to be an importance placed on you really understanding what it means to value yourself, to understand that there's still lots more that you want to do in the world, and for you to understand that love, and especially love for you, is not something that's just, a boisterous concept that you sort of put out there at the next sort of gathering of friends when you're all being very happy and happy-go-lucky, if the case may be. But more it has to do with the actions that you take. There is going to be a focus placed on your actions in many senses of the word. Other people are going to help you and to facilitate this process as well, to remind you of your dreams and how your dreams have thankfully evolved, and how you can still experience some of those great blessings you had hoped for in a way that's appropriate for who you are today. And also, I would say to you, trust when those relationships and the people around you don't always go so smoothly, because it is in facing that discomfort, it is in facing those fears that you are made stronger and everyone else around you is made stronger. You are moving towards greater love, and it starts with you, with self-love. So focus this month on that, because next month it's going to be very much about other people and relationships and partnerships, and a very active month in love, or few weeks in love ahead for you. So before we get there, start with you. Start with what's important to you. You do that, you set the foundation for really healthy relationships all around. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.